Hello everybody, my name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Spin Fishing Journey. Today we're back here on Volkov. Between episodes, the only thing you missed is I did grab another one of the original Crank 7s, 006s, and put that over on Rod 2. Other than that, not really missed anything. Just got started about 2 minutes ago. Actually had some recording issues, so it's been about a minute dealing with that. I wasn't getting video for a second. Fix that. And then came in, caught that small Vendus, and we'll see what the day holds. Hopefully get some salmons and things like that here. Probably more pike, more salmons, more of the same thing as yesterday. Looks like a small pike to start on the good rods. So same lure as on rod 1 all day yesterday, or for the second half of yesterday. This is what I've got on rod 2 now. And then I'm still just using a spinner on this rod. Remember, this rod is very small. It's only a 5 kilo capacity. So I don't really want to be hooking salmon on this rod today. I did take a quick look at the cafe before we got started, and it was pretty much all bottom or float fishing. Nothing I'd expect to catch on spin. There were a couple, it was mussels, roach, carp, kind of the usual there. Probably a pike over here on 2. It's possible, because the leader is a little bit small on this rod, that a pike could easily bite through it, so we'll see what happens. If I lose it, it's only 30 silver. I thought about upgrading the hooks on this one. So far, I have not, but I may overnight going into tomorrow. We are getting close to nighttime, so it's not going to be the best fishing, but it is what it is. Obviously, for me, it is January 1st, a little bit early afternoon, January 1st, so Happy New Year to everybody. Me and the dog survived all the fireworks going off at my house. He was not happy at all. Actually just got done with the lunch dog walk, and he remembered where fireworks were set off on last night's walk and was very skeptical going close to that area. So good boy there, but he powered through it. You could tell he was staring directly where he remembered fireworks being shot off on, and a little bit reluctant to walk in that area. Better than last night where he was dragging me home. Alright, 2's hanging a little bit weird. I may pull it in and recast it. I think it landed weird on the cast. I think I got caught up in the bushes and just got confused. That looks better. Another perch. I'm curious, what size hooks? So it's got size 6 hooks on it. Wow. I didn't realize they were that small. I thought there were 4s or something like that, so we definitely should switch those out. Tiny chub. What do I already have in my inventory? I've got size 2s and one size 1, but I think I've got a size 1 over on this guy. Let's put a size 2 on that. Another chub. All the records did just reset about 50 minutes ago. Actually, I had my Steam account logged in when that happened. I was fishing a little bit this morning just to wake up on my Steam account. Thought I had hooked a trophy fish, and then it turned out to be pretty small fish. And I go looking at my equipment just thinking it was one really angry fish, and my main rod was 40% worn on the friction brake. So that kind of explained it. So and all my others were 15 to 20, so I dropped all 3 rods, all 3 reels off for repairs. And then 2 to 3 hour repairs. So played some Dwarf Fortress, had some fun in the true Dwarf Fortress way. Ended up losing my fort to a Necromancer that I didn't realize I set up next to. Nice Ladoga there, 4.4 kilo. Should have switched hooks, but forgot to. But that's part of the fun of Dwarf Fortress, is getting set up, letting it go, and then restarting. For those who don't know, Dwarf Fortress is a long time, very 15-year, 20-year game that's been developed forever, and was just released kind of as a platinum edition on Steam because the folks that are creating it are starting to have a little bit of health problems. I want to make sure they take care of themselves as they should. So got back into it. I'd played it off and on for 7-8 years now, and it's a colony simulation game where you build a fortress, and you start off with 7 dwarfs, and you basically tell them, go mine this area out, build this, build that. And part of the game is you can be attacked, and it's everything from necromancy to other stuff. And I evidently didn't realize I set up very close to a necromancer tower, and it came and attacked me very early in the game for a fight like that. My military was immediately destroyed within 1 hit by them, and then resurrected to fight against the rest of my fort. But it's one of the most detailed simulations out there. There's a Legends mode that just shows all the artifacts and cool stuff that's happened. We got good fish on both rods right now. I'm more or less making good progress in this fish right now. There's times it's swimming harder than I'm able to pull in, but more or less it's coming in, which I'm okay with that. You can hear the reel clicking occasionally. Of course, as I say that, it takes a dive. I think we got to a deeper spot in the river. See if we can't pull this fish in real quick while that one just wears. I'm not gonna lie, I think using this lure over on 2 is a mistake. This is a good Ladoga. Probably 6 kilo. 5 kilo. Maximum experience points, 31,000. I think it may be a mistake using this lure on this rod because this is only I think it's like an 8 kilo reel. And the Doga can definitely pull more than their weight. Salmons are strong fishes. A little turned around. Okay. Now I know where I'm at. Nope, don't have it yet. Next step is to get some new line for this rod and reel. We almost had enough. We might have actually had enough, to be honest with you, to do by that, but I'd rather have a little bit just in case something goes horribly wrong, especially with me making decisions like using this rod to fish for salmons. Big pike. I think we're just gonna have to chase this fish right now. I kind of want to tighten the friction brake, but with it surging like it is, it won't help. And it just puts everything at risk. By surging, I mean, you can see how it goes from not pulling to pulling real hard, not pulling to pulling real hard. A couple times I've actually had to shift reel to get rid of the slack. Nice. I mean, that was a 3 kilo salmon. That's how hard it pulled. So I didn't do too much wear. I'm okay with it. But that is very much why we will not be fishing for salmons on rod 3. That rod would not be able to survive that. But 13 fish, 14 minutes, and a couple of really good fish. So I'm happy about that. didn't really look into options for Donits yet for spin fishing. We still have a couple days of the boat rental here, so I definitely want to use that up before I start thinking about going over to Donits. And I'm talking Tversky, Donits River there. We just unlocked that. And then the next one is Sura at level 24, another good one. For spin. And again, kind of long-term plans, get another rod and reel similar to what we've got on rod 1 right now. I think I just ran into shore. I think I got a fish on rod 1. I do. Looks like a Vendus. Or river mussel on spin. That could be it too. So get another HSV, get another good spin rod. And see what we can do there. But that's 5,000. Before that, we definitely need a new line over on rod 2. Just because that's too worn out to be useful long term. I thought there was a fish on. Probably just too close to shore and dragging the ground. Nice Vendus. Since someone couldn't sleep all evening last night, he is out cold, snoring loudly. So I apologize if any dog snores come through. He's got his kind of nose and head leaned up against my elbow, and I can feel his eyes doing the REM sleep. So he is one happy woofy right now. New line will probably be 130, 140 silver. So, like I said, we probably have enough. We'll definitely have enough after today. And then still having some in reserve. I may also long term throw this reel in for repair because it's 10%. It's not horrible, but something we'll have to think about. It is getting kind of worn out. And that's a good medium light. Me running into shore and needing to actually reel in. I did not think I was as close to shore as I was. I'm actually gonna have to push off, back up, turn. gonna guess this one's probably about 15 to 20, 20 to 30, 10 to 15. So I think we're in a pretty good shape. And then there was an order for the river mussel as well. I think there was. Might have been a zebra mussel. But that it was not a fish I anticipated catching. This might be a marker asp. Nice asp. 2.1. Was a chat-worthy asp. Actually curious, what are the trophies that you get credit for? Asp, Ladoga, Nace is possible, Perch, Pike, Vindy. Vimbas I don't know a lot about, and Xanders. I think Vimbas are more of a bottom rod. Bottom or spin. Let me see if I'm right there. Yep. Completely right. Xander obviously is spin. Vindy is spin. Pike, Perch, spin. Nate's not as much. Ladoga Salmon obviously is spin. Small fish. Small fish here on rod 3. Even small for a Vindy. This is a decent one for rod 3. Looks like an asp. Might be an eyed. Might be a chub. I don't remember chub having the top fin that I saw though. Uh-oh. Whatever this is angry. And we're pretty much committed to it until it either gets off the line or we get it in the boat. With it being on rod 3. I think you all know I enjoy catching big fish on small rigs, so we'll see what we can do here. Right now I'm just kind of in survival mode. But this fish will definitely not do good things for the fish per minute. Gotta be pretty much up against the dam at this point. probably either a salmon. Be surprised if it's a salmon. It could be a large asp or chub. I just have never caught a salmon on a spinner here before. I just saw it jump. I didn't see what it was. I wasn't zoomed in enough. It is a salmon. I'm up against a invisible wall on the left. How to burn up a friction brake with Tucker. Gonna let it keep some slack to cool things down a little bit. All right, the friction brake temperature icon went away, so I'll turn it back up a little bit. Especially now that I got the boat turned around, which was not easy because of the invisible wall. I got away. That's not surprising, but did about 4% the friction brake there. Probably honestly for the best that fish got away. I honestly don't think we could have brought that in a reasonable amount of time. The good news is whatever this poor fish on 2 was, it stayed on that whole time. One kilo chub. Let's go ahead and bring this in and switch the hooks on it. So it's the original crank 7. We'll put size 1 hooks on it. And we'll actually put the lure back on before we cast. That's not the right one. That's the right one. I know people are fishing with 2 and 3/0 hooks on there, so size 1 hooks I'm okay with. Tiny pike. Size 1 hooks on this rod would be death. And rod 3 here is size 8 hooks, so that makes sense for the spinner. Marker perch. Solidly a marker perch too. 700 gram. So 25 fish, 41 minutes, or 24 fish. We did have that one get away that took some time, so. But pretty good quality, I think. These 3 salmon are going to be worth quite a bit. Interesting. Very limited pike today. Yesterday it was all pike. Now that might have been the Vico. Which I thought about putting the Vico on this rod. Skip this perch in. And we may have a fish on both 1 and 2 now. Small perch. Another small perch. Decent perch. So kind of back on the long-term thought, I think we get another HSV and similar reel or similar rod, and then we start grinding up bait or lure making so that we can make the balsa minnows. Which when we have silver for that, I will probably burn the 7-day premium I got from the New Year's gifts so that we have happy hour bonuses for that. If I'm not there before, I believe the 9th is when the free happy hour goes away. Just had 2 dog paws come out of nowhere at my face since he's upside down. Ice cream man's coming by. Get a mute real quick. Alright, didn't want to get a content ID because someone was playing music on their car loud, trying to sell ice cream to kids. It's a very nice day. It's in the 50s, so I'm not entirely surprised they're coming by. I live not too far from one of the top children's parks in the area. So a lot of times after they get done doing a pass of the park, they come over, do a quick round through the neighborhoods, and then go back over to the park. There's a big playground near my house. one of those type of places that if you're telling people where you live, you'll oftentimes refer to that park. Also, there's a pretty famous restaurant near me that I use quite a bit for telling people where I live near. At least famous for this city. I wouldn't say it's worldwide famous or anything like that. But it's one of those, been there since the 50s, 40s, 20s, something like that. Long before my time. And especially long before my time in this city. I didn't move here until 2005. Decent fish, maybe, marker, not quite. $47 in, so we still have some time. There's a weak part in that can. Just took a drink of soda, and usually my noise gate blocks everything, but there's a little kind of flimsy part in the can, so y'all heard a little clink from that. I've noticed this brand tends to use thinner cans than your typical Coca-Cola or Pepsi products. You know, I can drop a Coca-Cola can on the ground 5 times and it's fine on solid concrete, but I drop this on wood floor and it'll burst the can occasionally. Or even carpet once. That one was surprising. Well, good news is it looks like I'll get done with this episode right before the local sports ball game finishes, so hopefully no more explosions. And folks that have leftover fireworks, although it looks like there will be, because right now they're winning. Still 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter, though. And we haven't been winning all game, so. Who knows what happens? It's sports. And I'm talking NFL football right now. Another small fish here. It might be a marker, just short though. Got an email I have to read real quick. Something, so that's why I pulled in rod 30 for a second. I just don't want that one out since I'm not gonna be able to pay super close attention to things. Hear about that. Good. Nice little chub there. Marker perch. Well, going to big hooks has not been good in general. This second day has not been good fishing. Not been horrible, but it's not been amazing. There's a decent fish over on one finally. Decent might be stretching it. $1.39 pike, not even chat worthy. Another small pike. This one's got some mass to it. And it's salmon. 3.8 kilo salmon, up to 61.9% spinfish. Small chub. Decent Vindy. Up to 62% spin fishing. Small pike. Nothing amazing there. Small fishy. Looks like 2 small fishes. Very tiny chub. Marker perch. It's actually bigger than I thought it would be. We're right at 1 hour. Let's do another spin. We'll go to nighttime since I've got double happy hour today, evidently. Before it runs off. Actually didn't think I would have a second happy hour today. I thought my premium would be done by now. Nice chub. Premium is over. Interesting. I don't know how I'm recording an hour. Either I missed the end of happy hour or something weird's going on. Because I've been recording an hour. I started fishing before an hour started. We'll see what happens with this fish. Still says I'm in happy hour, great. If not, I may turn around and go over to the dock there. Maybe premium was active when I started. I don't know. Confused. A nice sander. 1.74. It does say I'm in happy hour. No premium. I'm not holding rod 30. Saw a bite on this rod and thought I was holding rod 30. Nice pike here. Probably a small perch. Probably a marker perch, maybe a small pike. Or maybe not even a marker perch. Looks like a decent one. Especially since I debated not even throwing this rod out. Nice chub. I'm still not used to the game saving retrieval settings between sessions. For future people playing, they just recently made the change so that that does save. Why can I not turn? All right. So I know we got at least one thing for the cafe, I think, but 52 fish, 161 silver, not too bad. In the cafe river mussel, it had to be a 90-gram one, so it had to be a big one. Nothing there like that bleak order for my float account. I may actually log on and do an early episode. But overall, not a bad day. 161 silver. That will give me enough to feel comfortable with buying replacement line for rod 2 as well too. So probably we'll do that between episodes. Probably one more episode here in a boat, and then we'll see what happens after that, since we still should have about a day and a half left on the boat. So appreciate everyone watching. We'll be back again tomorrow. Hope you all have good tide lines. Hope you all have a good year, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye bye now.